Homestead here in lovely sunny Victoria, Australia. How are you all going? Well, I hope. Today I thought I would bring you back into the kitchen. I have some bananas that are starting to turn quite brown, so I thought I would make some banana and walnut muffins and pop some of them into the freezer, and I will freeze them into pucks. So when I want some muffins, I will just take them out and cook them up, and they'll be ready to go and eat nice and hot. I thought I would do the same thing with some jam drop biscuits. So we're going to be making jam drop biscuits with a mulberry jam centre and the banana walnut muffins. So let's get into making them. So what I'm going to be making for you first is my jam drop biscuits. Now yes, I still print out a sheet from my recipe book, and because I forget nowadays, it comes with old age, joys, hey? Anyway, so what we have is 125 grams of salted butter. Now this must be softened. 1 teaspoon of vanilla essence. 1 1/4 cups of self-raising flour. 1/2 cup of caster sugar. 1 egg lightly beaten, and a jam or spread of your choice. Now sometimes I use lemon butter. You can use apple butter, pear butter, any of your jams, anything like that. So I'll put that to one side. Now here I just have some self-raising flour, and there's 1 1/4 cups in here. Here I have 125 grams of butter, which I've put in the microwave and actually melted. Half a cup of caster sugar. 1 egg lightly beaten, and my own vanilla essence. Now what I will do first is cream the butter and the sugar together, and once I'm doing that I will add the vanilla essence and the egg. Once all that is creamed together, then I will slowly add the flour, and that will all be mixed together until it's done. I won't overbeat it because otherwise you're knocking all the air and that out of it. Once that's done, I've got my cookie scoop, so I will just be scooping spoonfuls onto a tray. Then I will be making a bit of a dent in the middle with this large spoon. I think it's a tablespoon, yeah, tablespoon. And then all I have to do once the divot is nice and deep is spoon in a spoonful of mulberry jam. Now I won't be talking while this is going because unfortunately my blender is quite loud. So what I'll do is I'll just show you the steps as I'm doing it, and I'll play you some nice music. Alright, so let's get started. So in goes the butter, and in goes the sugar. Drop the mixer, and first of all I'll start it off on low, and then I will gradually increase the speed. So that's a bit better, it's not quite as runny. Now if you were using like a marmalade or some sort of citrus jams, even lemon butter, at this point, if you wanted to, you could add a little bit of lemon zest to this mixture, which would give the recipe just that really nice fresh taste. Right, now some of this I will put onto a tray ready for baking, and the rest of it, once I've got the biscuits made, will go into the freezer to freeze so that I can just pop them on a tray when I want some fresh biscuits. Okay, so we've got our scoop. Right, so I'll bake 6 and the rest I will put in the freezer. I'll put these aside for the moment. Okay. I thought I may as well put the jam on them. So what I will do is put a divot in the centre . I don't want to use a big spoon, so I'll just get a teaspoon. Now you don't have to make all these the same, just depends on what jam or butters that you've got. You can make all different ones, but I have a lot of mulberry jam to get rid of, so that's what I'm using. There we go. I'll pop these into the oven and they'll be ready in about 15 minutes roughly. Now I'm putting the oven. It's a fan forced oven on 170, and these will go in there for about, I'll check them at 15 minutes. They may need 5 minutes longer, they may not. Okay, so now we will make the rest to go into the freezer. There's probably a little bit too much jam in each one, but I really do need to get rid of it. I've got about several jars to get through that didn't open. I could freeze it, but I'm trying to cut down on freezer space because of the move. So I thought the best way, and yes, I know I'm freezing these, but these will probably go before I move anyway. Okay, so these ones I will pop into the freezer, and then I will clean up and get ready for the next recipe. I won't bother washing the bowl or the cleaner because I'll be using pretty much the same ingredients. So I'll just pop these in the freezer and I'll be right back. Okay, so for this recipe we have some 1 3/4 cups of self-raising flour, 1/4 cup of plain flour, 1 teaspoon of ground cinnamon. We have 2/3 of a cup of firmly packed brown sugar, 2 large overripe bananas, 2 eggs, and 1/2 cup of, normally you use skim milk, but I have that jug of first wash buttermilk, which I'm going to use instead of skim milk, and 50 grams of butter that has been melted and it has cooled down. So first of all, now the oven's already hot and I've got my muffin tins out ready to go. So basically the flours need to be sifted, so I'll just get my sifter, which I've just got this little one here. I'll pop it in the mixing bowl and I will just tip in the flour. make sure there's no lumps. Now we'll put, let's see, add the cinnamon. And stir to make sure it's all sifted in, and make a well in the centre. Right, now it's time to mash the bananas. These are well and truly ripe. Okay, now we'll add the butter. The sugar in with the flour, add the eggs, now we want half a cup of this. While I'm stirring this in, I might just put this on and give that a bit of a stir as well. Now, at this stage I'm also going to add probably a good cupful of chopped walnuts and pecans. There's only a little bit left, so I think the whole lot can go in. Give that a good stir. Right, while that's stirring, I'll just clean up my mess and come back to you. Right, so let's start with giving it a bit of a spray. And we'll start scooping it in. There we go. So this one here I will put in the oven. This one here I will put in the freezer. So I'll be back when both the biscuits and the muffins are cooked. Well, we're back again and it's actually the next day. So how did we turn out? Well, the biscuits are beautiful. So I will pop these into a Ziploc bag in the freezer. And the muffins are frozen beautifully as well. And of course with these silicone things, they just pop right out and go into the bag. So rather than sit them out here and chat to you while they start thawing out, I'll actually bag them up, pop them back into the freezer because it's, you know, 43, 44 degrees at the moment and they'll thaw out in minutes. So I'll get these back into the freezer and then we'll be back to have a bit of a taste test. Okay, so here we are back again. I have a nice cup of coffee in my nice new cup. Oh, nice. Now we'll try for the biscuit. So that's how it turned out. Nice and golden brown. Biscuit's a good crumb without being crunchy. Sort of like a dry cake crumb. Very nice. It is dry, but that's why you have a cup of tea with it. Or in my case, a cup of coffee. Perfect for an afternoon tea. Now this particular recipe I've never done before. This is the banana muffin, banana walnut pecan muffins. As you see, they're not very big. Probably needs a bit more of a rising agent in it. But that's fine. I'll find them just the right size for an afternoon snack when you're having a cup of tea. Now the crumb is, it's dense but moist. Lots of banana flavour. If you're just wanting an afternoon snack to fill that little bit of a niggle hungry gap, you just want something but it's not quite tea time, this is perfect. It's tasty. I liked a little bit of a crunch of the nuts inside it. Of course, if you don't like nuts, leave them out. You may be able to add maybe dried cranberries or dried craisins would be nice, or even currants, sultanas, that would be nice as well. That would even go well with a little bit of cream cheese frosting. I don't have a lot of frosting on my food, so it's just perfect for me. There's lots of flavour and it's just dense enough without being really heavy. Yes, I think I'd make this recipe again. And I often make the biscuit recipe. My grandies love it as well. I find it's a good way of filling up your biscuit barrel quite quickly, very cheaply, and getting rid of some excess jams or butters, your pear buttered lemon curd, passion fruit curd. It's beautiful with passion fruit. It's beautiful with lemon. But yeah, I've got probably about 40 odd jars of mulberry at the moment and about another 20 odd bags in the freezers. So I think I'm going to be right for mulberry jam for a while. And that's not including what I've gifted away. Anyway, so that's it for this video. I'm going to go and enjoy my afternoon tea with my nice cup of coffee while it's hot. So, if you try out these recipes, tell me what you think. I'd be very interested to hear. Do you like it? Do you not like it? what can you think you can do to improve it? And I'd like to know so that maybe I can improve my recipes too. Alright, well that's it for me for now, guys, and I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, think about giving me a thumbs up. That would be very, very appreciated. And if you like the content that I'm bringing you, please think about subscribing. It helps my channel out tremendously. Alright, well that's it for me for this week, guys. I'll catch you again soon. Bye for now.